Hello everyone. The organizer suggested that I should speak about the impact of war on landscape, and that's why I wanted to start by talking about the war. Starting from the first days of the war, me and my friends, we started resistance. We did everything we could to support our armed forces. We delivered munitions. Vehicles, food. Then we realized that we have to help those people who have stayed in the city and have no help, people who cannot move around on their own. So we have, well, about 50 persons, 22 of whom cannot move themselves. So when it comes to our expenditures, the majority of assistance goes to the army, but we also have this shelter for the vulnerable people. And starting from around the time of war, our studio started working. Well, now we have around 10 projects in progress, and I just wanted to tell you not about how great we are and what great things we are doing, but I would like to tell you how war impacts the design process. Before the war, we won the tender to design the embankment in Cherkasy. We did all the uh, technical aspects, but then we realized that those things, they are not well, possible anymore, because they wanted to leave the channel only, and therefore everyone who was walking along this promenade, that could only see the high-rise buildings. That's water reservoir, and it's very vast, so you cannot see the opposite bank. And in this sense, the war actually helped us, because we suggested that we should not add the height. So we should not build something new. We should leave what it is, because many people have left the country. Let us reconsider the country, and instead of this uh, uh, this small island which they wanted not to use, we decided to make a kind of a camp for um, uh, children there. And I think that it is because of the war that they had a meeting of the city council, and they actually introduced the adjustments into the master plan of the city, and it is decided not to build there, um, but to work according to our proposal. So we suggested having two pedestrian bridges, and decided that this island will be used for scout camps, so you can, for example, leave your child there in the morning and then meet them in the evening. Another case we can show you is about the impact of war on our projects. Before the war, we were addressed by the community of Makelska Slobidka. You can see here the left bank of Dnipro. Since 2005, they have been um, fighting with developers, because there should be another 15 high-rise buildings. But they went to court, and they managed to resist that, and that part which you can see between the bridge and the high-rise building, so you can see them, and it should be a landscape park. So they raised money and hired us as architects to design this park. We prepared our proposal, and the idea behind it was that everything that was done by the developers, the foundations, then pits, they have made the quarries should remain here in the park, and everything was all right. But some sixth sense told me that we should check what's going on there in times of war. And then in summer, I went to check. So this is what it looks like. The natural park, which should be a part of the wild left bank, so you can go there from Korkei to Horbachega, either to ride a bicycle or to, well, walk there.
І от що ми з'ясували. От бачите, там
So
пляж,
this is what we figured out. You can see that there's a beach,
половину цього
and
пляжу
half of this beach, while the war was raging,
спробувала на себе оформити, що
the
там
half of the beach
збирати увагу.
um, was almost privatized by a company which wanted to store there some excavators and other things. So they wanted to make a parking there. So
Це ми з'ясували там, де зелене
you
шпакло,
see, we figured it out there. So this is what Plaza wants to get. That's shown in green. Before the war, we wouldn't even have been admitted to the territory, but they had no other choice. We met with them. We started explaining that parking lot is cannot be organized on the bank. They listened to our proposals. We asked them to take the equipment away, but
ми можемо сказати, що
we
війна
can say here that while we are fighting,
не
while
може
we are designing,
тишком-нишком, тому що зараз
uh,
кадастри закриті.
the cadastre registers are closed, so some people are trying to use this for their benefit. This is a hall of residence which we rented for the vulnerable people who remained without a roof over their heads as a result of the Russian aggression. We decided that it doesn't meet the needs
Потрібні для лежачих і
of
нормально рухаючих
these
людей.
people,
Ми допроектували ще два
and
вже з нормальними
uh,
нормами європейськими
uh, we
стандартами.
have
Хочу сказати, що в цьому
done
сенсі
some redesign following the European standards,
самі ми
and uh, we take care of these people every day. We do it ourselves, and we know very well what their needs are. We know whether they need rooms for communication, what kind of elevator they need, and so on and so forth. So the war gave us this opportunity to research, and I believe that what we have designed, if we manage to build this, this will be something which, well, it'll be great. So we will not be afraid of becoming old. So this is the opportunity the war offered us. Another case, we are working together with Lilchenko Studio on the design of Karazin University. This is the oldest university in the Russian Empire and the second oldest in Ukraine. They have an old botanical garden, and we've been working on the reconstruction of this botanical garden. We are trying to make it inclusive. We are collecting the rainwaters, and we left the greenhouse, the old greenhouse, there in the middle because our, well, palm tree is already, well, reaching the roof, so the ceiling. So we offered, well, some reconstruction work. So we have organized well, water closet there. We have made a new entrance, and the war gave us the opportunity to design this and to find the funding, because there are many European organizations which are interested in this project, and I think that some of them will support it. So in this regard, the war provides for some new opportunities, and this is a co-working space, and this case is the best of the best. Just before the war broke out,
I think 1 month before it all started, the president's team took a decision to build in 30 cities of Ukraine skate parks. And each of these parks took some 1.5 to hectares, 100 million hryvnias for the park. And I was being really loud, saying that it's very important for us to get ready for the war. It's not okay to spend this money because it's also about us um, using concrete. In Uzhhorod, we have 4,000 boys and we use 2 hectares of land. This is not acceptable. And well, you know what happened? So we no longer use these plots for skateboarding. And this is last but one slide. War really stop this irrational waste of money. We really have great experience working with the elderly and people with disabilities. Inclusion is important. Also, we have more hopes and expectations in terms of financing of socially important projects, regardless of the support of the municipalities and the government. Also, we have civil society, and it means that we're not waiting for people to return and to do something for us, because we have people fighting for us. We know that we are losing the best of the best, and it's very important to keep helping our fighters, to help families, and also not to forget with our products that the war is still on. Also, the last slide, the City Council of Kharkiv addressed us to create some sign to commemorate the, and it was very important for us to give a proposal, and this is what we offer, that we will also have gardens on rooftops. Thank you, Olha.